Pravishta Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sarat Shishimad Bhakti Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. I pray for his causeless mercy, and please forgive me if I make any mistake when I try to speak. And I offer my Dandavat Pranams to all the devotees here today. I'd like to apologize. I don't know how to speak Hindi. I'm very sorry for that. And I don't like to speak at all, actually. It makes me feel very nervous, but I also don't like to disappoint if any elder god brother requests me repeatedly. That also doesn't feel good, so then I'm making myself try. For my own purification, I will try. So, I started coming to India in about 2005. I came and went maybe 5 times in 5 or 6 years, and I was going to so many different places. I got a desire to meet a guru when I first read a book called Autobiography of a Yogi by one Paramahamsa Yogananda. This is quite famous all over the world. There was one passage in this book. It's a very big book, very thick, but one passage in that book made such an impression on me, and that was the first time he ever met his Gurudev. He was in Varanasi. I won't go into that right now, but the way it's described was so beautiful that it compelled my heart a lot, that I wanted to find this kind of person. So I went all over the place in India by myself, all different tirthas, holy places. I was finally seeing so many different kinds of worship, of Devi worship, Hanuman worship, Nagas, Avadutas. I sat in Duni Yagya, and I didn't understand everything, but there was a person at that yoga ashram that was speaking English and Hindi, and so I said, can I please understand what are these prayers that you pray before the yagya? And when that was translated to me, I understood that these prayers that went on for maybe 30, 40 minutes, the very last prayer said, just as the Ganga flows into the sea, so we offer all of these prayers onto the lotus feet of Sri Govinda. So when I heard that, I thought, how does that make sense that we're spending all this time offering all these prayers when actually the goal is to offer these prayers to Sri Krishna? So that planted some curiosity in me. Many other experiences leading me to pursue Krishna consciousness. Gurudev was sending different people to me even before I knew consciously of his existence to help me along the way. And finally in 2010, I decided, after exploring so many other things, finally I will start my pursuit of Krishna consciousness more seriously, and I started chanting. I met some devotees. That time when I came to India, maybe it was my 6th or 7th time coming to India, finally I got the mercy to meet Sheila Gurudev, and I knew as soon as I saw him that now my journey is over. That long journey with so many disappointments, actually. I had tried to meet so many different kinds of saints, and every time I just saw there was something wrong. There was not something I could fully surrender to. But finally, when I met Srila Gurudev, I knew very much in my heart that this is what I was looking for the whole time. So, of course, at that stage, that was a very advanced stage of Srila Gurudev's divine life, when he was in his last part of his Leela, going into his Antaranga Bhajan. And I had the great privilege of standing next to Srila Gurudev along with other devotees and his servants when he would go into the bhajan kutir of Srila Param Gurudev and pray, offer his prayers, and utter such, there's no adjective to describe the sound of his voice when he was uttering prayers, but also, of course, they're prayers, but they're also just so simple and innocent conveyances to Srila Param Gurudev, saying that he was sorry he couldn't do service anymore. He can't remember anything. It was completely heartbreaking and beyond my comprehension, being such a new person. At the time, I didn't really understand everything, but I could feel that inside, how potent that was, how significant and meaningful that was, even though maybe I didn't intellectually or philosophically or anything like that understand it. My heart very much was drawn to that. And one day when Srila Gurudev was walking into the library, he came up to me and he said, just to me, I was standing by myself. Very simply, he just looked so deeply into my eyes and he said, soon I will go. And when he said that to me, it opened my heart in a way that I can't really describe, but from that point on, I understood I'm not going anywhere. The thought of him being away, when he said soon I will go, the thought of him being away, I couldn't bear it. And so he put something in my heart to make me feel that way. He was a great blessing to me. And one day in his bhajan kutir in Calcutta, during those evening darshans, when he would sit there and distribute prasad, he asked me, how long will you stay in India? And I just answered him, I will stay here as long as you're also staying here. And he had a big smile. He said, good, good, very good. And he blessed me. So I understood when I reflected later, sometimes people would say to me, I don't know how you stayed here for so long by yourself and facing so many material difficulties. And I knew that I could never accept any credit for that myself, because Gurudev blessed me that time, so that even if my material problems and emotions and whatever else was happening compelled me to go from there, it was impossible for me to go from there, because Gurudev is even going beyond our free will. More than a mother and a father, he's rescuing us, rescuing me from all of my anarthas and all of my misgivings. And he didn't just give me a free choice, oh, come and go as you please. No, he took me in his custody. He said, you came to me now, and I'm going to take care of you, and you're not going anywhere. And I had never felt that feeling in my whole life, not even from my parents. So that kind of love was beyond meaningful to me. No words for that. So when Srila Gurudev went to Gwalpara Dham from Calcutta, that was in 2013, I went along with him, and that's the first time I heard anything about his childhood pastimes. Ankur Prabhu and Brihaspati Maharaj were standing with me in that hall, and they were describing to me along the top of the wall all the different depictions there of Srila Gurudev's life. And one by one, as my eyes were just going over those, just, I couldn't help it. Just so many tears were coming because, again, that feeling for so many years, going to so many places looking for a real saint, and I couldn't find. And now here was this, I actually found one. So, especially when I saw that depiction of Srila Gurudev, where he was a boy sitting underneath the tree and all the other children were playing, that really moved me. So, that time I was staying in the Janmastan, and Srila Gurudev was staying in the guest house. And he gave me a few instructions there. The first instruction was, if you do your practice, all will be benefited. Which was very important to me because I get diverted quite often when I concern myself with other people's problems. I think I want to help people. I feel bad if people have a problem. Maybe I can help. And so he was just reminding me that actually just start with that and then everything is satisfied. If Krishna is satisfied, all are satisfied. So, of course, I'm still trying to practice that to this day because that's not so easy sometimes, but like just keep trying, going away from that, picking yourself up and going back again to try to follow. I have to be like that with myself, and Gurudev also has to help me like that. The other instruction he gave me was, you know everything, don't forget. Don't forget. So I feel very grave when I remember when he told me that, because anyway, it's hard to explain. It's a very serious instruction, and it helps me to remember that so that I don't go too far away from his lotus feet. So another thing was, next to the Janmastan, there was a neighbor there, and she became friendly with me, and she asked me, do you know any Assamese? Do you know how to speak any Assamese language? I said, no. She's like, let me teach you something. What would you like to learn? And I thought, I would like to learn how, because so many of the villagers there were coming up to me like, not accustomed to seeing foreigner people there. So they would just like come up to me when I was walking down the street, and we had a language barrier, so there had to be like some gestures, like this kind of like, what are you doing here? So I wanted to be able to say, I told her that I wanted to be able to say in Assamese, I'm here for my Gurudev. So she taught me how to say that. And then, my Gurudever Logat Ahishu. So I was in Darshan that night, and I thought I wanted to tell Srila Gurudev this tiny bit of Assamese language. So I did, and he was very happy, and I was very happy to see him smiling so much. And I actually, the deeper levels of the significance of that simple phrase, I'm here for my Gurudev, I'm here for my Gurudev, that I come back to that many times as like a touching stone, like sometimes in so many different situations, like, what am I doing here? I don't want to be here. And then just take a breath, and I'm here for my Gurudev. And then everything is peaceful, neutralized, and I can focus again. So Srila Gurudev, I was staying in the Janmastan, There were no speakers of English there. There was no other persons in women's body around very much, and I felt lonely, and so I was having some emotions like that. Oh, I'm so lonely. And that night, when I went to the guest house for Srila Gurudev's darshan, he was speaking to two young girls in front of him, and he spoke in English. I was behind them in the line, so I could hear. And he said, he was telling to them, she has come from so far. She's so alone. She left everything to come here. Please speak to her. Speak to her. And he was saying, I was astounded, like he was actually kind of beseeching them. Like, so I felt two things. I felt embarrassed that Srila Gurudev understood my materialistic, selfish problem, basically. And I also felt very proud that Srila Gurudev cared about me so much that he could understand my feeling inside. That was astonishing to me. That was my first experience of actually knowing that Srila Gurudev could understand everything inside. And not only that, but that he also cared about it. So it made me so happy and pleased. And it gave me a lot of faith too that Srila Gurudev, even if I didn't tell him by mouth, he understood everything that was going on inside. So when we left from Gwalpara, there was another incident there with a little, right before Srila Gurudev left that time. There had been a little cow outside of the guest house gate, and he made a lot of noise. He was talking so much. I don't know if he was just calling for his mother, or I don't know what happened, but that, so much utterances throughout the day. And Prahlad Prabhu told me that Srila Gurudev, when he was inside his bhajan kutir at that guest house, he also heard this small cow, and he was quite concerned about him or her. And he was asking, what's wrong with the cow? Is there anything wrong? Why is he crying? Does he need something? And I just thought that was just so sweet, how much he cares about all the living beings. We have so many other stories about that too, like how Srila Gurudev was caring for every living being, like asking after birds, asking after a small child at the airport that he heard crying from far away. He was feeding the ants in his bhajan kutir. He wouldn't let the servants put any all-out poison for the mosquitoes. He just cared so much, so soft, so loving to every little soul. And so this little cow, when Srila Gurudev was leaving, a few of us were standing there. It was very spontaneous and fast when he left. And I felt some nudging on my leg, and I looked down, and I was astonished that that little cow came to stand next to me. And when Srila Gurudev came out from the front door of that guest house and he was walking to the car, he stopped directly in front of that cow, and he caressed the face so much, like so lovingly. He just was touching the face of this baby cow. And somehow I felt so satisfied by seeing that, because I also felt like he was giving me that too when I was a witness to that, and I'll never forget that feeling. So when we went back to Calcutta, I got some heat turned up on me, some purification. A lot of things were bothering me. A lot of my bad things inside were coming out. I think there was one incident where I was staying in that big hall at the end of where the guests stay when they come to the mat, and there was maybe like so many devotees were crammed into that place, and I was upset because most of the time it's only female bodied devotees that stay there, but there were also male bodied devotees staying there, and my
Which
phone went. Excuse me.
which place?
This is in Calcutta Mat.
Which hall? Which hall?
The big hall at the right side of the bathroom at the end of the hall where the guests stay in Calcutta Mat. Okay. So my phone went missing and I became angry. I had my phone, I think, underneath a pillow or something on my mat where I was sleeping. And I was asking everyone there, like, what happened to my phone? And nobody spoke English. So then I got frustrated and I became angry because I thought someone stole my phone. It was just a cheap little phone, but I was trying to get jobs because I wanted to stay there so much and I was running out of funds and I needed to have people call me on the phone. Anyway, I don't I think that I showed on my face that I was angry and upset to some of the people in the hall. And when I was going for darshan that evening, that just waiting in the line and observing Srila Gurudev is so purifying that this bad thing just came to the surface of my heart and such sorrow came into me that I could be angry in front of any devotees. And when I gave pranam to Srila Gurudev, when it was my turn, silently inside my heart, I said, Gurudev, please, please take away this bad part of me. I'm so sorry. Please help me. I didn't say from the mouth. I just said silently from inside my heart. And to my amazement, when I stood up on my knees and went like this and looked at him, he spoke directly to me in English and he said, I can't do it. You have to do it. So I was astonished. I remember that at least almost every day, that, there's that mood to just want to change and want to improve oneself as a sadhaka. And I think sometimes I've been mistaken to think that I can just keep being the way that I want and not controlling my behavior, and then one day I'll just get this mercy raining on my head and everything will go away. Because that's not how it works. He was instructing me in that. That's not how it works. We have to do our part also. So, Srila Gurudev went to Guwahati for Kartik in 2013, and I had the privilege of staying with him there. And then there were these pastimes of his illness in Guwahati Hospital and GNRC Hospital, and that's when he went fully into his Antaranga Bhajan and he stopped communicating with most of us on the level that can be perceived by our senses. So that was 3.5 more years that Srila Gurudev stayed with us here in Calcutta, and I was able to stay there most of the time with him during that time, which I'm eternally grateful for, that he kept me there with him so that I could contemplate on the meaning of the illness pastimes of a Mahabhagavat and what it means to completely withdraw from this world and to absorb fully into bhajan. So I got to witness that. I still don't understand very much about it, but I feel like during that time Srila Gurudev planted a lot of seeds inside my heart, and that if I keep trying with my sadhana, these seeds can get watered, and one day these can grow into flowers that I can offer to the Lord. So at that time, Srila Gurudev also, I feel, expanded himself to be able to speak to me and make jokes with me, instruct me, and care about me in the form of my Shiksha Guru, Srila Bhakti Tirtha Goswami Maharaj. So he gave me so much affection and love and friendship, and he explained so many things to me and to us. There were others also that he was the same with everyone. He was so loving, and he explained to us that Srila Gurudev had become a deity, like a deity now, in this form. He was acting as if he was helpless, but actually he wasn't helpless at all. So he helped us to understand this dependent, apparently dependent form that the pure devotee takes out of mercy for us to be able to serve him, to give us a service opportunity. So Srila Gurudev, his last instruction to me and to many of us in this world while he was still here was to unite all of us under the single purpose of Harinam Sankirtan. Those days in Calcutta Mat before Srila Gurudev left this world were just so impactful and so potent. And I'm so grateful that I could be there for that and to witness that and to really feel that feeling that maybe I don't speak Hindi, you don't speak English, or whatever, but it just doesn't matter. Like, we're all there for that purpose, and it was like a completely different reality than usual, and gave so much strength and determination to get through that difficult time for all of us. So yeah, not being able to depend anymore on those external senses to feel as though now I'm standing next to Gurudev, now I'm seeing Gurudev. These things all need to be now prayers for, please give me the qualification, please give me the spiritual vision to be able to see you, to be able to stay next to you. And so ever since Srila Gurudev left, I'm just trying to pray for this, and I'll never forget seeing the devotees running after Srila Gurudev's chariot that was covered with flowers that left from Calcutta to go to Mayapur. I'll never forget the reception that Srila Gurudev got when he entered Mayapur from all the different Gaudiya Mats and all the Dhamvasis and residents of Mayapur Dham coming to give him, to reciprocate with his love, his all-embracing love, how he had no barrier for any institutional conception. He just loved everyone. And I'm so glad that my Gurudev is like that. And I just pray today that those worldly sorrows don't become predominant in my consciousness and in my heart, and that longing for service will give me the strength to follow Sheila Gurudev's teachings and to please him. So I pray that all of you please bless me for that. Vanchakalpatarunibhascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Dandavat pranam.
हरे कृष्णा. थैंक यू वेरी मच. सो हम महालक्ष्मी दीदी से सुन रहे थे, से बोल रही थी, और अभी हमारा ग्वालपाड़ा में गुरु महाराज जी के भजन कुटीर का दर्शन हो रहा है, और ऐसा लग रहा है कि गुरु महाराज जी भी इस गुरु महिमा कीर्तन प्रोग्राम को सुन रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं. महालक्ष्मी की सारी बातों में निचोड़ ये बात है कि गुरु महाराज जी इंद्रियातीत हैं और हम लोग प्रार्थना के द्वारा उनसे कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं. गुरु जी हमारी सारी बातें सुन के रेसिप्रोकेट कर रहे हैं. जिस प्रकार वो अपनी आध्यात्मिक यात्रा की लंबे पड़ावों से होते 2005 से इंडिया आई, 2010 में गुरु जी से मिली, कहाँ कहाँ योगी साधकों से सब जगह घूम फिर के अल्टीमेटली गुरु जी के पास आके शरणागत हुई हैं. किस प्रकार उनकी अंदर आत्मा ने ये आवाज दी कि यहाँ पे मेरी यात्रा पूर्ण हुई. यही मैं इसी की प्रतीक्षा में थी. और गुरुदेव को मिलके उनकी अंदर से आवाज आई कि जो मैं ढूंढती थी सब जगह कि ऐसा शुद्ध भक्त, ऐसा साधु मुझे मिले सदगुरु, तो वो यही है. और कितनी बातें इन्होंने बताई कि इनके मन की बात गुरु महाराज ने समझ के कंफर्मेशन दी और बताया, जैसे कि गुरु जी इनको पूरी तरह मतलब उत्तर दे रहे थे इनके मन की बात की, हृदय की बात की. ज्यादातर तो महालक्ष्मी ने गुरु जी के साथ जो समय है वो कलकत्ता में गुजारा, और कलकत्ता मठ में उन्होंने कहा कि एक स्त्री का रहना बड़ा मुश्किल था. तो मैं जानता हूं कि किस प्रकार वो बाहर किराए पे रहती थी कष्ट करके. और उसके बाद गुरु महाराज जी जब ग्वालपाड़ा गए हैं तो इनके अंदर भी गुरु जी के साथ ग्वालपाड़ा जाने का मन हुआ. वहां गई हैं, और ग्वालपाड़ा की बड़ी सारी लीलाएं गुरु जी की बताई. कैसे इन्होंने एसएमईस में सीखा कि आई एम हेयर फॉर माय गुरुदेव, मैं यहाँ अपने गुरुदेव के लिए हूँ. तो इनकी पूरी बात का ये सेंटेंस इन्होंने निचोड़ करके दे दिया कि जब ये रियलाइजेशन आएगी कि आई एम हेयर फॉर माय गुरुदेव, मैं यहाँ पे अपने गुरुदेव के लिए हूँ, तो अपना जीवन जो है वो गुरुदेव की सेवा में ही लग जाएगा. तो ये जो बात बड़ी अच्छी लगी. और इन्होंने गुरु जी के इस प्रश्न पे कि तुम इंडिया कब तक रहोगी, तो इसके दिल से आवाज आई कि मैं तब तक रहूंगी जब तक आप रहेंगे. तो उसके बाद ग्वालपाड़ा में इन्होंने बताया कैसे गुरुजी को इनके बारे में हर समय चिंता रहती थी. एक दिन उन्होंने सुना गुरुजी इंग्लिश में वहां की स्थानीय 3 लड़कियों को बोल रहे थे कि ये बाहर से आई है, दूर से आई है, और तुम लोग इससे बात किया करो. जोर दिखे कह रहे थे कि तुम लोग इससे बातचीत किया करो. और इन्होंने बताया कि गुरु जी का जो आचरण है वो तो उसके लिए शब्द ही नहीं है, लेकिन गुरु जी का जो कंसर्न सबके लिए, जैसे एक वहां बछड़ा बै बै कर रहा था, तो गुरु महाराज ने अपने कमरे में पूछा कि देखो ये कष्ट में है, क्या है. तो बड़ी सारी ऐसी एग्जाम्पल्स हैं कि गुरु जी ने जीव जंतु जो उनके आगे पीछे उनके बारे में भी उनका कंसर्न शो किया है। और एक बार इनका कलकत्ता हॉल में जब ये रुकी थी तो इनका फोन गुम गया, बहुत गुस्सा चढ़ गया, नेचुरल था, इनको लगा कहाँ चला गया फोन, तो लेकिन अपनी गुस्से वाली प्रकृति से बहुत दुखी थी, तो गुरुजी को प्रणाम किया और इन्होंने कहा कि प्लीज टेक अवे माय नेचर ऑफ गेटिंग एंग्री, ये जो गुस्से वाली मेरी नेचर को बदलो। तो ये इन्होंने मन मन में सोच के गुरुजी को कलकत्ता मठ में प्रणाम किया, और जब इन्होंने सिर उठाया तो गुरुजी ने ओपनली इनको कहा, आई कांट डू इट, आई कैनॉट डू इट, यू हैव टू डू इट, मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, तुम्हें ये खुद करना पड़ेगा। तो अद्भुत बात है। और फिर इन्होंने गुवाहाटी की बात की हॉस्पिटल में, और किस तरह कहते हम अपनी इन इंद्रियों से गुरुजी की बात को नहीं समझ सके, लेकिन गुरुजी हमें कन्वे कर रहे थे। और विशेष करके इन्होंने बात की कि इनके शिक्षा गुरु हमारे परम पूज्यपाद श्रीमद भक्ति निकेतन तुर्याश्रमी महाराज जो कलकत्ता में, उन्होंने इनके साथ बहुत शिक्षाप्रद बातें की, और विशेष बात ये की कि आज गुरुजी विग्रह रूप में, आज गुरुजी जो हैं वो विग्रह रूप में हमको सेवा प्रदान कर रहे हैं। वो सेवा प्रदान करना चाहते हैं, इसलिए उन्होंने ये अस्वस्थ लीला धारण की है, हमें सेवा सुयोग देने के लिए। तो ये मत सोचो कि गुरुजी हेल्पलेस हैं, लेकिन वो कृपालु हैं, इसलिए उन्होंने ऐसा किया। और फिर इन्होंने सारी बात याद की, किस प्रकार मायापुर गुरु महाराज जी आए रथ में कलकत्ता से, अपने जो समाधि के उसके, किस प्रकार सारे मायापुर धाम वासियों ने उनका स्वागत किया, वो सारी बातें। तो महालक्ष्मी देवी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। तो इसी प्रकार कल 6 बजे हम मिलेंगे। हम लोग ये सारे वीडियोस यूट्यूब पे डाल रहे हैं, गोकुल इंडिया चैनल के नाम से, वहां देख सकते हैं।
गोकुल इंडिया चैनल डाल रहे हैं।
हाँ जी, गोकुल इंडिया चैनल,
गोकुल इंडिया चैनल
यूट्यूब पे सर्च करेंगे तो हर रोज की रिकॉर्डिंग आपको उसमें मिलेगी। और हमारे बॉम्बे के प्रहलाद प्रभु, उनका ये भी उद्योग शुरू हो गया है, और वो कह रहे थे, दूसरे भक्तों से भी उन्होंने बात की कि सारी जो रिकॉर्डिंग्स हैं इनको वो टाइप करेंगे और अल्टीमेटली एक किताब के रूप में हम इसको पब्लिश करेंगे, गुरु कथा को। तो अब सब लोग इसमें लगेंगे तभी ये संभव होगा। और धन्यवाद। कल 6 बजे इसी प्रकार मिलेंगे, और ये लिंक अभी 1 हफ्ते के लिए, जो अभी आज लिंक भेजा है, फॉर 1 वीक, नेक्स्ट 1 वीक। जय गुरुदेव। वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु भैवचा पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव, जय गुरुदेव,
जय गुरुदेव। ग्वालपाड़ा धाम की जय।
जय हो। वृंदावन चंद्र प्रभु जी की जय हो।
कल से आपको
की जय हो।